Good morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's weekly challenge. Let me just see what, okay. So I have a lot of little scraps of documents left over from things, and so I thought I would use these to create some ephemera. I'm well aware that not everybody has old documents, so I had also printed up double-sided in a similar fashion. Well, that one's plain, but some of them are written on both sides, and so I printed up double-sided a couple of letters from my kit 6, so that way we can try to create the same effect. Now these we will tear into 3, so they're similar to those sideways. Let me just fold this. Some will be narrower and some will be wider. We'll do them all different, so I'm just going to do a really messy job here. So obviously you can age these more so they look more like look more authentic. Now I am left-handed and I should be tearing the other way. Or you can print them on newsprint paper. That would make them look a little bit more, a little older. You can you know, scrunch them up, you know, do whatever to make it look older if you want that look. I actually don't mind. A printable is a printable for me, so I'm going to have plenty here to play with for another time. And I think they're really cool when you tear them up because you get all these different backgrounds, reverse sides, I want to say. That one's even plain, good for writing. Could write on. Oh, look at that, how cool are they? Oh, good. Okay, so we'll use both, so that way you can see how they look. Okay, and I just started mucking around with these the other day, and thought, what will I do with those? And so I started making ephemera with them. So I'm going to fold some of them over. We'll do both Christmas and not Christmas, so that way we get a bit of variety. Let's grab another one of these and then we'll do some of those. It's a pretty quick project, so I could probably get quite a few made. That's why I don't want to just do Christmas, but I do have some Christmas things maybe pulled out that I could use. Folding that over, just folding a little bit at the top, and you'll see why in a minute. That one actually doesn't even have any. We'll use that one for a different purpose. Okay, now put those there. Let's fold over these ones. Which side will I use? I think I'll use that, like so. I think these are going to be just as fun because also you'll be happy to write there. And I don't always have strips of documents that I want to do this with, but I do at the moment. So this is what I came up with. Oh, I'm going to have heaps. I'm flipping them around and folding them on different sides so we get different feel for that one. Love that. Okay, I mean, you'll die. It's so simple. No, don't die, but it is simple. It's very simple. So then all we have to get now is something to, let's put the digitals and then the actual old documents like that. I don't need that. I don't think I've got some. I do have some images here, like I could use that. I probably wouldn't use that. I might use that. I could rip up any of these and use any one of those, but we'll just see what else I have pulled out. I've got postcards. I want vertical things, I think, for this. That one, that one. That might be too big, but we'll put too small, but we'll pull it out. And then there's, oh, you never know. And then there's some paper that I can use to embellish. Let's see if there's anything else. No. Okay, right. And then let's go to my other ephemera book, my non-Christmas one, and see what I might like to use from there. I put a document holder in this one. You know, this is like when you put your transport documents in, because I have those and I have plenty. Oh, I might use that one. Because I have, oh, they're cute. Let's put one of them on. And that might, I don't think that is Christmas, but that could easily go in a Christmas journal. Because I have plenty, I put them in there. I thought they're good to hold the, oh my goodness, I can't speak. You know, you know. Let's do an Italian one. Oh, I think that might look nice. And that one. I'm going to have to print these out again. I'm pulling out way too much stuff, and then I have to put it all back, won't I? I could do a ladies. No, I won't do that right now. I'm just pulling out things that take my fancy. These are still empty. Actually, I should put the pockets in and put all my doilies in. I was going to make a separate one for the doilies, but I think I probably could get away with putting the doilies in this one. Oh, I'm hungry. It's time to make my smoothie. Okay, let's see. Look at all this space. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. What about one of those? A few of those there. And that one. I think I like that one. I like them all, of course. But for this particular job. Haven't been in this one for a while. Okay. Maybe I'll take... No, they're not. Got that one. What do I have over here? No. Okay, that'll do. Got plenty of stuff. Okay, so let's get started. We'll do some antique document ones first. First, we're going to embellish them, and then we'll finish them off. So I've got my glue here. Right. So we'll tear around this. I might, before I start gluing, sort of go through and choose which ones go on the front, and you know where I'm going to put them. I don't know whether I'm going to put them. See, these are wider, so I think I want this one. It could. Oh, I think I like that there. So I'm going to do that and put it aside and move on to the next. So grab my scissors and cut this one out. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. Steph's gone off to the post office for me today. He went yesterday. Oh, he said it was a nightmare because it was pension day yesterday, and because the first was a public holiday, so then it moves to the second. And he said it was crazy, and people were screaming and yelling, and oh, he said it was very unpleasant. So I said, I thank you very much for going and putting up with that. Now, I think I might put this one on one of these more narrow ones, and it's a colour thing. I want to find one. I don't mind that. So they're similar. Oh, that one's even narrower. That's better. That one. Okay. Put that one aside. So it's a nice thing that you can do fairly quickly and do a little bit of mass making. Again, this one I'll probably put on one of the printed ones just because they seem to be a bit narrower. And I don't want to tear any of these off, so... I think I'll put that one on there. Okay. Now let's tear this. I might get my little tear ruler. Okay. Right, and I think this one is going to go on one of these. Maybe that one. Okay, snappy decision. I'm not sure about this one, but we will see. Of course, you could embellish them with flowers and birds or butterflies, whatever you like. I just thought it's another nice way of using these sorts of ephemera sort of pieces, and I quite like that there. I love this image. Okay. This one. Okay. Right. And we will get to some Christmas ones as well. I don't know whether I'll use this one. I'll tear it. It's quite nice there. Okay, put it there. This one's already torn, and I was thinking this one's going to be nice on that. Yes, it is. And we haven't done any Christmas yet. These are a bit narrow. Oh, it's all right, but it does cover it all up. Like this one. That one's got more writing, so I like that one. So let's try. This one might be, it's a bit wide. I think I'll reject that one, and we'll do some Christmas. So I need a narrow one for this. Actually, I'm changing my mind and folding that one that way because I don't want to cover all of that up. And also it's a better color for that. Like her there. I'm just going to tear the edges. I think I'll put that one in there. Oh, I kind of like it there. Okay. Oh, we still have a few left. That one's going to be too big. It's covering up too much. It's a very similar color. I've got this one. No, I like that one there. Or do I like it more here? Maybe there. And maybe these two I'll do differently. I could find something else, but I won't bother. I'm going to take this and put that there, and then that. Okay, yep. And something similar here. Just because they're flying around, I'm going to put this one sideways. Maybe there, and like so. Oh yes, okay. So now we're ready to do our gluing and any embellishing that needs to happen. So let's start with this one. So I think they're just as nice with the printed out things, but you might have, you know, just you might have a sort of notebook from the 1900s that has nice scripty pages, handwritten pages that you want to use. So really you don't, and you can use it with decorative paper too. It just happened for me like this because I had these strips of old documents. So that one's, put that one aside. I'll glue this one. That one I was going to put that way. I had a momentary lapse in my brain. Got lots of glue pages here. Okay. That one aside. And mostly I feel like I probably won't add embellishments, but we'll see. So as I said, very simple job, very simple. And when I did my first ones, which I'll show you afterwards, I thought, oh, what can I do with those? I don't want to, they've got writing, most of them on both sides. I don't want to cover them all up, but I want them to be something that can be used. And so this is what I came up with. So we are making places to write for journals, so they're journaling spots. Because I didn't tell you that. That one there. These have been glued on so many times because I've been making ephemera and stuff. I don't have my window open today. It's really windy outside and it was making me cold. But it's a glorious sunny day. So they are curling up a little bit, quite a bit. So I'll just put them under my mat for a while and they'll flatten. Love that. Let's put them under the mat now. I think I've got other things under there. Okay. I love that. Okay, fold that over. Glue is done. Here's another open glue. Okay. I like them on both types of paper, really. Maybe up a bit higher. There we go. This is one of my favorite images. I love that. I wonder if because I've got the original, I wonder if what would happen if I put it on, you know, an antique piece of hemp and then did some embroidery around it and then framed it. That would be nice. Oh, I do like that. Nearly there. I do find it fun to see them all glued down. I mean, honestly, I keep saying it, but when I think about it, it is such a easy thing to do, but really effective. Nice big blob of glue on my thumb. One and the last one. Love that photograph. That's in Venice. How could a family part with such a wonderful photograph? I know I often say that, but I'm still always baffled. Maybe they didn't know who they were. Okay, so our next job, okay, got them all out from under there, is to, let's put that up there. And our next job, oh, maybe I won't use that. I'll see if it will fit behind one of the old ones. I need to find some, I've got some, these might be too narrow. I have some scraps of plain paper. Let's see what else. Here's another one. And I'll show you what we're going to do. So that's a bit narrow, that one. Although you can write there, maybe this piece. So what I want to do is grab all my pieces, and you can put more than one in, but because the documents were so nice and I didn't want to, you couldn't write on them, I thought it'd be nice just to add some scrap pieces of paper behind. So I'll show you how that's going to work. That one can go in there. It's a wider one. So just inside the edges of your piece. Just going to make it that one. Okay, good. So that the old one's going to have the old piece of paper. I need a wider piece for that. This can have a narrow piece. Might have the torn edge. Could be a bit wider, but I've done it like that. Oh, here we go. This can go here. It's a good way to use up all your scraps. Now that is a beautiful old piece. So let's, I'm not going to cut it off. So I'll put that one there. Oh, this is double. I love this. This is, I mean, this is new, but it's recycled notebook paper that you know, Lulu uses these kinds of notebooks for her when at school for note taking. I probably could do with wider pieces, but I want to use up my scraps, so that's why I'm using these. I didn't do very good gluing here, did I? And then we'll see, when we've done this part, we'll see if they need any more embellishments. I'm not going to use that one. I need some wider scraps. I don't think I have any. So, oh, well, I might have them in here because I have this big bag of scrap paper, of plain scrap paper. I don't know whether I want to tear any pieces down or not, but we'll just pull a, not that. Oh, I could use that thin paper. Got lots of these. Okay, let's see how we go. So that is going to be, oh, just too wide. Oh, look at that. I'll just take this edge a little bit off. And that is going to go in there. Okay, cool. And now here. Any shorter ones? No. Nope. Okay, we'll tear it this way. This one I'll do. Obviously the old paper with the old paper is very nice. Oh, that one's folded over. I might keep that. And this can go with this one. Oh, I like that. It's transparent. Still got a few more to do. Now I am taking off the excess down the side. That's very thick paper, that one. You could, and I think I mentioned before, you can put, obviously, I don't want to cut that one off. You can put more in. I'm just putting one. I need to get some, oh, look at that, very bad gluing. I obviously didn't smush it round in the center. Okay, so we need 2 more pieces. I don't want to tear that one up. Even straw paper would be nice. Okay. So what I do now is, do I have any on my table? I need my hole punch. And clip. And then I also need, I need a few clips. I need, just want to see in here if I have any for the Christmas one. Oh, I can use some of that. It's all tangled. I can use, I'll try that one. It might be too wide in that one. I don't have many thin ones. I think I'm going to go around the corner. Oh, what about a bit of lace? I'm going to go around the corner and see what I can get. I've got this blue. Might be good. Yeah, not many thin ones left. I've used them all. Okay. Oh, and you can also use like thin ripped off bits of fabric. We might do that too. Just tap you, make sure after all that jigging that you're in focus. So kind of in the center. I think this one's going to be nice with lace. I wouldn't normally, actually I'm not going to finish them all off. First I'm going to do all the hole punching and then finish them off. And then this I'm just going to tie it. That, so you can just see what it's going to be like. It's a bit long, but anyway, and that I'm just going to fold it up. And I don't think that one needs anything else except for snips. Excuse me. There and there. But that's the idea. Right, so let's do all of the punching. That's why I pulled out multiple clips. And then some of them I may feel like they need something else on the cover. Or let's flip it over. On the front, I mean, not on the cover. It's not a cover. I also need to use this stuff. I have so many bits and pieces left over from things, and they sort of go into hoardy land, and so I really need to use them and share them. You know, and these antique document strips really have come from, you know, when I've made document journals, or I've made a few sort of sample books for my mum that with the I made her just journals with just rag paper documents in them, because she's going to do some with her favorite trims and fabrics. She's going to make some sample books, a bit like the old samplers. I know they have them, some of those old samplers in the Victorian Albert Museum in London. I went there years ago. I've always loved old things, obviously. Hence I studied fine arts in Florence. But when I went there, I wasn't doing all of this stuff. I wasn't like interested in doing embroidery and that sort of thing, but I wasn't doing all the paper sort of thing, and I may not have, well, they might not be on display. I know they have this amazing sample book there, or they probably have many, but I don't know what's on display. I just would love to go back there. In fact, I think I'm going to try and go to London next year, because one of my best friends lives there from Australia. She's lived there ever since I've lived away. Actually, she moved away before me. So she's been out of Australia for a long time. We went to school from kindergarten together. Nice old piece of paper there. Oh, I ran out of clips. I'll just grab, there's more. I've got more. I mean, and you can embellish these way more than what I've done. I mean, no, this one might get some more. I don't know. We're going to have a look. You can see how many I've prepared in a short amount of time. Shortish. First I want to put whatever I'm going to put at the top to tie it all together, and then I'm going to decide if they need anything else. I'll put that away, get rid of my mess here, and we will finish these up. So I also have this. Oh, what about this? I'd have to staple that one. I don't want to do any stapling because I wanted them to be able to, you could take out the paper if you wanted to. I don't know if I can tear this one. Let's see, I can. Oh, it's hard. Okay, let me try this way. Maybe I'll do it a bit wider. Oh, that way is a bit easier. And I'll cut that in half so I get 2. And a nice bit of hemp in this one. And just tying it one tight, because this it's also this is not going to come undone. And I think that is gorgeous. And I'm going to open my drawer so I can throw all my clips in. I do have some thinner laces too somewhere. Thinner laces are good for this. Okay. I did put, my lace was a bit long in the other one. I probably don't want it too much longer than that. I'll just let maybe a bit longer. That's better. Oh, the other ones I didn't fold up. You could even fold it in if you wanted to. It wouldn't be annoying. This one I didn't do. Fold it in is probably better than out. Or you can tear that bit off. You don't have to have it, leave it long, but I'm leaving it long for the moment. We won't, will we do every single one? Maybe not. What would I like in this one? You know what else is nice? A bit of string, not that one. I'm going to use this one. It's a bit thicker. So this I would loop. So, you know, when you go like this. Sari silk would be nice, seam binding. Do I have an, oh, I've got a piece of sari silk here. Excuse me. Let's do some of this. It's a very messy one, this one. Actually, I could maybe do half of it. Bit long. Oh, I like that. Oops, I didn't even clip that one properly. There we go. This one I think I would like. I've got a bit of blue here I saw. Maybe that? No. String. Yeah, I didn't feel like I wanted the sari silk with that because it was too much yellow. I don't think I'll be able to tie this. Let's see. A piece of lace here. Oops. Maybe, no, too small. As I said, I am not stapling. That's too thick. Oh, I think I like this. Now, will I be able to? I'll trim off the excess. So fabric is really nice through as well. And I'm just going to, and one's thicker and one's thinner. Now normally I can get them facing round the same way, but not today. Okay. Now this one I am going to use if I can find the beginning of, oh my goodness, can I find the beginning of it? Yes, here. Just take all these extra threads off so you don't go bananas. This one I think I might like to use this. Definitely going to go and get some thinner, these sorts of, I might have some actually, I might have some in my drawer. I'm going to check that first before I go and purchase anything. Nearly there. I think I'd like hemp in that one. So simple. Let's try a piece of this. I love this trim. Bit shorter. So there's a little bit of wastage, but yeah, I like it a bit shorter. Two more. We might as well do them. That one I'm just going to fold up. That one's got plenty of folds. And I think I'll use this. This is not necessarily a Christmas trim, but I do put it in my Christmas box. I really love this. And then this one, well, I might as well use that. Okay, cool. Oh, that was from this one. It just keeps, if you put a little pin in there, it just keeps your ribbons in check. Might stab myself with that. Just slide that down there. Okay, get these out of the way. Got the hiccups. I'm no longer hungry anymore. It's gone. Good. Okay, so let's go through them and see. Look how many there are. If anything, I don't want to add anything more to that one. That's what it looks like on the back, and you can also write there because that is the printable one. Let's see, this one, gorgeous piece of rag paper on that side. Look at the really bad gluing that I did. Can write there, can write there. You can take it out if you want to and add more. I feel like I might like to add something else to that one. Of course I do. And what I might like to add is one of these. Maybe slightly bigger. Not blue. I think blue might be too blendy with this one. I'm going to put this rose. Oh. You can tell the weather's cooled down when you glue every time you go to use it is that little bit harder. Yeah, I really like that with the stamp. Okay, I might add more, so we'll just keep them out. Okay, here I may just add just a little piece of paper. I might keep that. Oh, I have this little scrap. I know I keep putting this everywhere because I like it. Yep. So it's not over until it's over. I'll just show them as I go by. That's got the vintage piece of ephemera and writing on that side. This is one of the real old ones, and I'm going to add a piece of this. Just to add a little bit of colour. Will I add it there? That way. Up there, I think. But they don't need a lot. So this one is the real antique 1800s document. So that you can still see the writing on that side. And then you've got a nice writing piece there. You could decorate that bit as well if you want to. This one's already done. I could add something else, but I think I'll leave it. And that's on the real document and some old plain book page. This one, oh gosh, I think this green's going to look nice on this one too. Yep. Because I've just got a little bit of space here, so I'm just adding another element to it. And this is also on the real document. And so you can see the writing, and then you've got writing space there. This is a Christmas one. Probably don't want to add. Oh, well, I might. Shouldn't say that too far, should I? Might just add a little piece. No, a little piece like that and do a wrap around. Why not? Just lift these up and tuck it under. A little bit of writing space there too. Not going to add anything to that one. Nope, that one's as is. That's the printed on both sides, and then there, this is also printed. And I'm going to add another piece of this. Seems to be the thing. No, I want a different colour. Let's see. Let's grab a Florentine paper. Let me see see this one. Yes, I'm going to put that there. I might move it up a bit. I've got lots of blue papers here. I think they're going to be so pretty in journals. Yes, I love that. I like how that accidentally tore as well. That one I'm leaving. I just love that. That's on the old document, and then nice old piece of paper. This one I put down like that. Oh, this could have a little something. That down there or there. Or this could be an example where I decide I might like a flower on there as well. Let's see. I need to print out my flowers again. Absolutely love that one. That one goes on that side. If it was the other way, I would use it. Let's go to the other flowers, which are here. Nope. Might not like a flower. Just put you through it. No. I am surprised. I don't mind that one. Sometimes if I can't make a decision, and I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again, I just leave it until the next time I pull it out to put somewhere. I might then decide to add something to it if I can't decide now. No, it kind of doesn't stand out enough, which is why I'm sort of rejecting them. That one's going to cover too much. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to leave it. I won't, but that is something, that is one I'm going to add something to. This one, I don't think I'm going to add anything to that one. I'm not going to add anything to that one. It's like that. I could add something to this one, but I don't know what. No, not green, but I might find something else. And the same with this one. I think I would leave that one. And that's the reverse side and some straw paper. So there you go. Look how many. So easy and effective. Oh, I didn't show you the other ones I made. I'll show you those. Oh no, that's not one. That's another thing. Okay, so this one I did. I love it, with some old linen and just some old book page, and that's it. So these are all authentic. And these ones I folded over. I just folded them over that way and put the little image on. And then, these were the first ones I did. And I folded them over and I put the image on. I really love them, but there's nowhere to write. So then I thought, well, you could fold them over this way, and you could actually just have your piece of paper hanging from there and have that folded over like that if you want to. So the opposite. So you could just attach this paper here and then have the fold over at the front, which is what these ones, I could open them and put some paper in. And then then I did this. So I actually attached the paper on the outside of the fold over. But you could, the other ones I slid in. So there you go. So that is my Roxy's weekly challenge for this week. Some are authentic documents and some are real documents. But I think you can still get a nice look. If you don't have the real documents, or you don't want to use what you have for this, I really did it because they were leftover bits. Then use the printed out on both sides. I think they're lovely. Really nice. So there you go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Bye.